Help if I turn the microphone on. Help if I turn. I need to do more of this. Checking in with the minors. And I do want to turn the commentary on. Let me go ahead and do that. I just don't want it to overpower me.
This one bashed to left center, on its way, and that one's out of here. Just about
let me know
set
if you
to
think
go
that's
now.
too loud, if you
And
think it's
starting
overpowering
this one,
me.
Charlie Morton.
Please let me know.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Here's Charlie
This one in the
Morton.
air, Holiday. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
One pitch, one out.
And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Michael Garcia.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him.
This is a team that just Mr. Love knows very well.
He's hot, so it's going to be fun to see how they try to work it.
As this was his franchise last
Mountcastle
year.
calls it in, and there's two away. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris.
Bobby Witt Jr. The guy who went #1 in the draft and #2 in the draft.
Witt goes 6'1",
Are both at the plate
24
right
years
now.
old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And that skips in the dirt.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And that's a base hit. And that means Salvador Perez will have a chance to hit.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, one strike.
I gotta say, in my opinion, Salvador Perez is
There's a ball.
first ballot Hall of Famer when he retires.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen
Guy's
bases
got a World
does it
Series to
again.
his name.
I think that still kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the
World Series
entire
MVP
series.
to his
First
name.
inning, game one, so that kind of tells me
While he was
they're gonna be
never
aggressive on
the
offense.
Quips it to
best catcher in the
Mountcastle,
league,
and
he
that
was
is
always
that.
one of the premier
Royals
catchers in the
lead
league.
one.
For
Orioles
a
due up in
long
the
period of
first,
time.
no score. It's Major League
And you got to
Baseball on
reward
the show.
sustained success.
Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound in this
Michael
one,
Wacha.
Michael Wacha.
Having a good season.
And Chris,
Great
pitching
whip.
on the road has not been
Not a
particularly
strikeout
kind to
guy.
him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a
He'll
matter
make
of
you put the
luck.
ball in
It's
play.
not having
He'll
a
put-
feel
he'll make you put
difference
the ball in
between the
play
bullpen mound to the mound
his way.
out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it on the road as well as at home.
Orioles
So we'll see
coming
what
a
he's able to
game
do with
under
this one.
500
Foul ball there.
after dropping the last 2 series.
Ball.
Again, this team is just searching for some consistency.
Missed with a changeup. 2-2.
2-2.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished.
Waka
Right down the middle, just a
gets
little bit
Gunnar
in, and he
looking.
couldn't pull the trigger.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit,
You
takes
can argue
ball
that
one.
this team has been too patient at the plate. But there's been balls that should have been swung at that weren't.
And that is cut on and missed. And now it's even 1-1. That one missed. One out, base is empty.
Adley Rutschman.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. India over to first in time. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Time
you
now
see
to
the
take a
lineup.
look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde.
This lineup
One
is
guy
just
swinging a hot
not
bat recently, Ryan
producing
O'Hearn.
runs.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate.
15th.
You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
2 out, space is empty.
Bravo.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Waka looks frustrated that he did not get that call.
And that's in the dirt.
Now it's 2-2. Westberg has battled back.
Goes down looking. Nothing.
I really thought that was
Back
going to be on
now
the
at
inside
Oriole
part of
Park,
the plate.
top of the second. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Here's the hottest guy in this
Morton
lineup.
back to work. Fouled off. He was late.
Vinny
Morton, multi-time
Pasquantino.
All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a miss, and he got him.
First
Leadoff man
strikeout for
retired
Charlie
here in
Morton.
the second.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Jonathan India at the plate.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
That's a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any
Jonathan
authority.
India, a big
Outside.
trade acquisition
And
in
it's
the
1-2.
offseason. Brady Singer going over to the Reds in
Strike
exchange for
3, and that's 2 in a
India.
row.
And India rang up
2
strike
down,
3.
base is empty. Michael Massey, the next to hit. Strike 1. Second inning here, no score. And ball 1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. We go to the bottom of
Charlie
inning number
Morton.
2. We're tied.
Morton
nothing,
with a
nothing.
fairly easy second inning.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. Just missed. Next offering is in
Josh
for a
Wong.
strike. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like he kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
So how's everybody doing today? Make sure you like and subscribe.
That one in the dirt.
We're on the
Ball
road to
2.
1,200
Yeah, I think that's
subscribers.
fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his
I'll be
zone
happy
is,
once
like
we
you
get there
said.
so I can start
That
just
one is
saying here,
downstairs.
thank you
Counts
for
ball
1,200
3-2.
subscribers instead of we are on the road to.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
This will be the
3-2.
8th pitch of this at bat.
Hard hit, right side. He'll do it himself, so they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Left fielder, Tyler.
Trying to settle down.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Tyler O'Neill, as you see, a 2-time Gold Glover.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. 1-2 here. Caught him looking for the K. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Colton Cowser stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swings and misses, and it's 1-1.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Check swing went around. Now 1-2.
1-2. Ball 2.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there. As
He froze me on that.
welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we
I
take a
keep
check
forgetting
of
it's
the
not a
numbers.
straight fastball. It's got sink
And
to
that's
it.
outside.
Finger.
In for a strike, and it's 1-1.
When did
Probably
the sinker
best
become
one we have
considered
seen.
a
Throwing it where he
fastball?
wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it,
I've been
and a
watching this all
teaser
my life, and I'm not,
just off the
I
edge of
don't
the plate.
remember that.
2 strikes.
That one inside. And the count's
Transition
even
took
at 2.
place.
Swing and a ground
Ground
ball.
throw to shortstop. Gunner's got it.
Over to first.
Over to first.
1 up, 1 down.
1 out.
And now it's Kyle
Thankfully, I'm
Isbell.
pretty good at pitching.
Good
Otherwise, I don't think
defender.
I
He's been
have
inconsistent offensively.
any wins right now the way I
Fastball
hit him.
in for a strike. 0-1. Ball 1 there.
Kyle Isbell.
Off the mark there. 2-1.
2-1.
Swings and chases a low one there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
On the ground. Henderson over to first in
Ground out
time.
to shortstop.
2 up, 2 down.
Two
Well,
up,
we talked
two
about
down.
how the ball is coming out of the
Here's
pitcher's
Blanco.
hand. The way it comes out of his hand
Easily
as an
one of the faster
infielder.
guys in the league.
Wow, really impressive.
So you want to keep
Blanco
this
in
speed
now. Takes
off
ball
the
1
bases.
off the plate.
He already has 10 steals, second in the American League.
And a foul ball. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Top of the 3rd, no score. Just missed. And that's ball 4. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find his
So
zone.
much for keeping
Pretty
the
easy walk right
speed
there.
off
Last
base.
pitch wasn't even much to think about.
As Charlie Morton allows his first walk.
Michael Garcia now at the plate. In the dirt, ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Outside low, and now 3-0. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
3-1.
Blanco leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Back-to-back walks.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there.
Not
Pretty
what you
much
want to
gifted
see
at first
just
base
before
with
they
a
get
quick
to
free
their
pass.
top
Next
hitter
to
in the
hit,
lineup.
Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
He's already singled off Morton. Now
Line, and
he's
that's
going
a base
to
hit. Heading for the plate. He'll
get another
score,
single,
and it's
this
an
time driving
RBI
around.
single on
The
the
walks
board.
come back to
First,
haunt.
it's 1 zip. First and second, 2 outs. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez.
No strike.
Laced to right
And the other
center,
walk is
base
going to
hit.
score. This is
Coming
probably going to
home.
score Bobby Witt as well. The Orioles are going to be down
1 run is
3-0.
in. Now 2 runs
And when I'm
scored,
hitting as
and
bad
they
as I
lead by
am,
3.
3-0 feels
Everything
like
came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way.
Because I'm not even sure I can score
Hitters, they
3.
take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Right through there for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 strikes.
And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Mullins.
And first offering is fouled off. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
That one
I need
pushed
this
to the
offense to
left
wake
and
up before I
foul.
end up on freaking rookie hitting.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Couldn't have timed it up
triple
any
for
better than
Jackson
that. This is
Holiday.
why hitters work
Second
so
of the
hard on
season.
driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice.
Brings
There's a
up
lot
Gunnar
of room
Henderson.
out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
1-0.
In the dirt, but catches. Runner stays put at third. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 3.
Come on, Gunner.
Holiday on third with 2 out. So now 2 on and 2
Gunner works the
outs.
walk. The tying
I don't think
run
he really
comes to
wanted
the
to
plate.
pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting, catcher.
So 2 outs with runners
In the
on the
form of
corners.
Adley
Now the number 2 hitter, Adley Rutschman. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. To the right side. He takes it
Adley
himself
goes
to the
after a pitch
bag,
he
and
shouldn't
that'll do it.
have, and the threat goes
On to
by
the
the
fourth.
wayside.
Here's the
of
second
course.
baseman, Jonathan India. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. India in his 5th season, 28 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Fastball for a strike.
0-2.
Into left center for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And next is the designated hitter, Michael Mack. Runner on the move, in the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Morton winds and deals. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice strikeout by Charlie Morton. His 3rd of the
Now
game.
batting,
Hunter Renfroe at the plate.
Hunter Renfroe.
And that's
No,
outside. And that is ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
1-1.
Hunter Renfroe.
2-1.
This one in the dirt. Fouls one off. 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 2-2. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump
I don't know
today.
how he
No,
didn't
you
swing
got
at
to be
that
ready
from
to swing the
10 feet.
bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance.
Ball, no.
Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Up the middle, Holiday. Throws to first in time, and that is that. So 1 left for Kansas City, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the
Tigers
latest
winning
news
extra
from around the league.
Baseman.
with a nice start. And Kerry Carpenter, 5 RBI game for the
Up and
Oh, that's
in,
a ball.
and it's 1-0.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order 2nd time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Yeah.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Come on, Westberg.
Fouled off left
Ooh.
side.
Great swing and solid
That didn't feel
contact. Just
very.
a
That
little
didn't
too
feel
quick.
very early.
He's got to stay back a little longer.
And here's a 3-2. Hammers that
Jordan
one deep left
Westberg
field and forget it.
Goes deep into the Baltimore night. 400 feet. It is
He'll
3-1
touch 'em all.
Royals.
His 4th home run of the season, and they cut into the
Let's
lead.
go,
It's
Westy.
3-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
103 off the bat. And Waka knew it.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Just off the outside edge. 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
In the air, out towards right center. Isbell moving under it.
Good timing,
Drops into
goes
the
deep
glove.
center field,
And there's
out.
one away. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Struck out looking at his first at bat.
O'Neill.
Hard hit left side. Sends it to first, and O'Neill is retired. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
Try hitting
Struck
it
out
where the
looking
fielders
his
are not.
first time. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering in there for a strike.
You're gonna
And
get
that
back
is
to it.
strike 2.
Okay.
And that skips in the dirt. The next pitch misses. Now 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Stays alive. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Come on.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one is inside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. The Orioles get one back on the solo.
Orioles do get one
Welcome
back.
back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Morton back to work. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Mountcastle calls it in, and there's one away. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Charlie Morton.
Ball 2.
All of a sudden can't find the strike
When
zone.
you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Go ahead, walk the guy in front of Bobby Witt again. See what happens. Let's
And he walked him.
make it easier for them. And he does it.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate, but as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Witt in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1-0.
Are you freaking kidding me? right now?
Runner takes off. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and that was not close. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Perez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Perez is only hitting 194 with runners in scoring position.
Garcia on at second with 2 down. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. So no runs.
Morton is
on
through
no
5.
hits, no errors, and 1 man left.
And he was
Last half of the
well.
5th
He
coming up.
deserves better
And we'll
than to
go
be
back to the
down right
ballpark.
now.
John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Ryan Mountcastle. Cut on and lifted in the air. Blanco makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Caught looking his first time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of
It
inning
don't
number
matter
5.
if you can't score.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Ball.
Just missed. That one back up the
There we
middle, and
go.
it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Get that tying run to the plate.
So digging in, Jackson Holiday. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. There's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Hunter Harvey getting loose out there. Stratton warming up as well. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Outside with a breaking ball. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
He's going to walk.
This count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get
Royals
everyone's
manager.
attention.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Michael Wacha out of the game. Gave him a good effort as he exits with a lead. And
So
we'll have a new
Waka,
pitcher when we
unfortunately,
come
as
back.
good as he did pitch,
Now pitching for
will not be able
Hunter
to qualify
Harvey
for the win.
taking over
Here's
on the mound.
Hunter
And he's
Harvey.
had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And that one is in the dirt. Ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Runners at first and second with
Early.
1 gone.
Early on everything. Practically.
And that one hit to first. Tags the runner. Not in time at first. It's a
heck?
fielder's choice. Here's Adley Rutschman.
He's running next to
0-2
him, then
in this
decides to
one.
tag him.
Adley Rutschman.
First pitch misses.
1 ball.
Mullins
No strike.
on third. Henderson at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. That's back there.
Get up,
And
get
that
out,
one's
get
gone
gone!
into the bleachers.
Adley Rushman.
Home
3-run
run
shot.
number 5
Earl
on the
Weaver
season,
special,
and
and
the
the Orioles are in
Orioles
the
jump
lead.
out in front. It's 4-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And here is Jordan Westberg. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Isbell grabs it on the run. Orioles get 3
All
on
of a
this
sudden,
long
the
ball.
Orioles
It's now
are
a
in the lead.
4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
What's up, Pigtown? The offensive struggle in this game is
All set for the
real.
top of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Now on the bump, Albert Suarez.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense
Through
should
31
be
games,
active.
I'm a game under 500. If that ends up being the case in real
Back-to-back
life, I think
fastballs in. That last one called for a
Birdland would
strike.
be calling for
Trying to
Brandon
go
Hyde's
away,
job
but look
and
for him to
probably
come back
ready
in
to
there to try to finish you off.
throw in the towel because you know how overreactive this fan base is.
Called out on strikes. Fastball at the letters, throws him for strike 3.
Now batting. Second
Next to
baseman,
hit, Jonathan India. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And now 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good
Are you
job
looking
of just
forward to
showing
seeing
that
Sagano
confidence and
today?
Trying to get back into this count.
I
Fights
am.
that one away, still
It's one of the
1-2.
reasons I
I would
started
throw
my
him another
stream a
breaking
little bit
ball.
earlier than
Try to go
I
again with the
planned.
fastball, slightly
'Cause I
elevated.
definitely
He
wanna
just
sit
is having a hard time catching
and
up.
watch
And that one is lifted in the air. O'Neal getting an angle on it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
and see if Sagano is as advertised control-wise.
Now batting. The designated hitter.
Michael Massey will hit next. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. And that one pulled foul.
Foul ball.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And that one is off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Since they already said, and since the Orioles
was
already said that they're not going to
all
use
over that one.
Batista on back-to-back
Absolutely
days, I'm
blasted
kind
that
of
one
curious
into the gap, but just
who
didn't have
comes in
quite
for the
enough to
save
clear the
situation,
wall
if
out
there is a
there.
save
Maybe a
situation.
little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Come on.
Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That's okay. That is okay.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk,
Isbell
man. He
with
could have
a
walked
much-
me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Isbell up to bat next. Lays
Better.
off for a ball.
Matchup.
And another ball.
Of course, if I walk him too,
First
I mean,
and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. To first, and he
you
beats
got
it.
it.
Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know? Yeah, no question.
Blanco in the box now. Takes strike 1. That's a little high. And that's ball 1.
come on, Perp. Come on. Come on, Suarez.
And that's downstairs and outside. Late swing, fouled off.
So how you doing today?
So
Big
they're all
Down?
loaded up with 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. O'Neal on the move, racing back. And that's the 3rd out.
Wow.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end
Thank
the
you,
inning. As a
Tyler
former
O'Neal.
outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Almost out of its reach.
Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the 6th inning, and now the DH, Ryan O'Hearn.
I'll try to let him go.
He swings and misses at the first pitch.
Hunter Harvey would have been a nice
these
arm to
Orioles putting
reacquire.
together some really good at-bats
At
in
the
this
trade deadline
game. There's
last
been a
year.
lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made
He
that
would have been a
opposing
nice
starter
backup
work
plan
in
for
this one.
Batista.
Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
O'Neill in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
Ball.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And that is out of play. That's outside. And now 3-1.
3-1.
The timing is all out of whack. I'm either very late, very early.
And it's
There
through
we
for
go.
a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it
And of
is
course.
foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
No ball. 2 strikes.
In the dirt. 1-run game. 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
First baseman, Ryan.
Let's go, Orioles. Let's go.
And first offering is fouled off. O'Neill, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, left field. Blanco sizing this one up and makes the grab. And that'll do it. And the Orioles back now at Oriole Park. Down the third baseman, Michael Garcia.
I didn't realize Suarez was already at 25 pitches.
Line drive, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Well, not exactly a pop-up, but he flew
Makes
up
the
left
grab,
field.
and there's one away. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals.
Salvador Perez.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. I really like that.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see.
Even though I'm not confident in pitching him at all.
For the Orioles. Number
Digging in,
58.
Vinny Pasquantino. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a big swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Swing and
Got
a
him.
miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Jonathan India.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-2.
Ball 2.
To third. And that one handled. Throws across the diamond. That's the third out. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. Midway. And we're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Carlos Hernandez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Warm up. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Mullins in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Carlos Estevez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bubic, a left-hander, also throwing. India over to first in time. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting.
Now it's going to be Jackson Holiday. Hernandez measures 6 feet 4 inches. 27 years old. Oh, now
Jackson
this is
Holiday.
blasted. Way back there. On its way.
Onto the flag
Gone.
court. Off the gates. And the Orioles lead 5-3.
He'll circle the bases. His 2nd of the year. It's 5-3.
His
That's
2nd
their
of the year.
3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter.
Let's
Total
go,
conviction
Jackson.
on that swing.
And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson.
And now the Orioles have a little bit of a cushion to play with.
In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning.
Thought they went back-to-back for a second.
Now batting, catcher
Now,
Here's the man
Adley
that's
Rutschman.
responsible
Certainly
for
a
the
factor in
big
this
blow
one
of
thanks
the
to his
night.
3-run blast back in the 5th.
It was a
Well,
3-run
definitely
shot.
one of the most
that gave the
impactful swings of the
Orioles
game. A
lead.
big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Boog.
Into the bleachers.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's outside. This ball's chopped on the ground. Witt in plenty of time to first.
And the
Rutschman
number 1 pick
retired.
grounds
3rd
out
out,
to the
that
number
ends
2
the
pick.
frame. Solo homer brings in 1
Jackson
for
Holiday
Baltimore.
throws
It's now
badly out,
5-3.
but
Back after
Jackson
this on the
Holiday
show.
goes deep.
And we're back. Now it's the DH, Michael Massey.
Michael Massey.
Perez back to work. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Well, these Royals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now the Orioles manager is
Now pitching for the Orioles.
now it's
Number
Hunter Renfroe.
56.
In the air, center field. Mullins sizes this one up.
Hunter
Brings it
Renfroe
in.
just missed
One
that
away.
ball.
Up next for the Royals.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell.
Caught way
1 for
too much
3.
plate.
And fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Left fielder.
Tyrone Blanco steps in for the Royals. 0 for 3 in this one. First
Ball
pitch
one.
doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
The other way. And foul ball. This is off the inside. 2-1. With the
Dominguez.
tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And it's off the wall. Massey around third. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
He quickly went from hitter
He is
to
lucky
base
that
runner.
didn't
Love when
leave
guys
the
make that
yard.
transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Garcia in the
Now it is
box now.
just a
Takes strike
one-run
1.
lead with a runner, with a fast
And he
runner
grounds one to
on
the right
third.
side. And it goes just foul.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And now it's even up. Just misses the mark outside the
Oh
zone.
my God.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. The tying run is 90 feet away. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Anthony
And now a
Dominguez.
huge at bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. First pitch misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he
Pops him up.
handles these pressure situations.
Mullins is there.
Squeezes
And the Orioles
it,
do
and that's the
maintain
third
their
out.
lead, but the Royals
But they
get
do
one
get on
back.
the board in the inning on
That's
this
now
run
5-4.
score. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Carlos
Now pitching for
Estevez.
Kansas City.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Westberg at the plate now. That's ball 1. Bullpen action for.
Let's take a look at Carlos Estevez. Another guy I would have liked to have seen the Orioles go after in the offseason.
The Royals, Chris Bubich preparing to come on if needed. Schreiber also getting ready.
Not much. How are you?
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side.
Just
Pasquantino
getting
makes the
frustrated with hitting in
catch,
this game.
And there's one down. Ryan O'Hearn digs in now.
here's the thing, Amos. Part of me wants to switch to a different camera
Drilled to
But
the
then part
air,
of me,
high and deep right field.
because I love
That's
hitting
back
from this
there.
camera. I feel like
And
I
it's into the
almost
bleachers. Out of here.
quit if I
And
or
they
if I
tack
gave
one
up.
on the board. It's 6-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
My
They
timing is
can't
all out of
stop,
whack.
and
I'm
they
either
won't
very
stop
late,
hitting
very
home runs in this
early.
one, Boog. They're clearly feeding
Of
off
course, I
of
say
each
that
other
and I
at the
just hit a
dip.
home run. Thoroughly enjoyed your stream last night. I wish I could put
Well,
that
they
much
put a
stock
really
into
nice swing on that one, and
the draft
everything
and
was on
whatnot.
time. Took a direct
I tend to
pass
stay
the
away
ball,
from
excellent
creative
extension,
players and try to
just
keep
drove
too
it out
many
of here. Nothing better than when the ball
real
jumps off your bat like that.
1 out, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Estevez, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider,
But I tell you what, I'm
changeup,
losing
and
watch
he
hours
occasionally
left and
uses
right.
a curve. Now
Like I'm
1-1.
now at one
1
point
out,
last
bases
week I
empty,
had
and a run
only
in.
I
Here,
needed
the
400
bottom half
hours
of
for
the 8th
4,000 watch hours. Now I'm all the way down. I need 800 hours.
Next pitch is
And I know-
outside.
2-1.
And delivers outside.
Yeah,
Ball. 1 strike.
I mean, here's the thing. I get on you sometimes when you complain about hitting and say
Now it's filled up.
if something's
I
not
think he
working, you
was a
gotta try
little
something new.
excited there. Saw the fastball.
So I would be a
but needed
hypocrite if
step
I
ladder to
didn't
get
sit
to
here
that
and say
one.
I
He's
was
gonna
at
have
least
to tighten it
thinking
back
about
up. He wants
choosing
to have a good at bat.
Because I can't very
Spoils
well
the
say to you
two-strike
if,
pitch, and
if
he'll
something's
see
not
another.
working, try something different, and then not even think about it myself. You know what I mean?
And that one hammered. That's back there. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra
Okay,
bases.
and if you have
And
to be in
the
every one of
second,
my
and he's got a
streams, I don't
double.
get.
Couple of hits
Even
in
if
a
you
row
just come
for
in
him
and type
here.
alert,
Got a
because I seem to be
fastball
able to
middle of
hit
the
when
plate,
you're-
jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
You're fine. And like I said, if I came into your Twitch chat and the way I said, hey, because
One out. Runner at
if it came
second.
across as
And
me
now the
being
right fielder,
snarky
Colton
or
Cowser.
a smart
Over
aleck,
with
I
3
wasn't trying to
strikeouts.
be.
And a swing and a miss.
No ball.
O'Neill.
Because
the
I
runner at
read the
second
way
with
I
one
said it,
away.
and I was like, oh, I didn't mean it to come across like I was.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
I've thought about streaming both platforms, but don't I need the paid version of
And down on strikes.
Streamlabs
And he's gone for the 4th
Streamlabs in
time
order to be able
tonight.
to do that?
And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
And Boog, I'd say
Because the only
he's
option
due.
it gives me is YouTube and Kick, which I don't even have an established presence on Kick.
Check swing, no appeal. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
The only reason I even know what Kick is because of you.
Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
If it makes you feel any better, at the time
And
that
on
I came in
second,
your
2
chat
down.
and asked you about
Swinging a foul
YouTube,
straight
from what I
back.
could see, I was the only one that had been talking to you. So it wasn't like you were ignoring a bunch of people. Not ignoring, you know what I mean.
Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. 1 scores in the inning,
Ryan
coming on
O'Hearn.
this solo home run. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and here's the catcher.
Give me the mountain.
That one is upstairs. And there's a foul ball.
I'll tell you what. Getting back to what the Yankees did to the Brewers yesterday. 3 straight home runs on 3 straight pitches. Makes me almost want to ask Nestor
Ripped on the
Cortez,
ground
were
a
you
second.
trying to let your former
Whips
team
it
beat
to
you?
Mountcastle. Out leading off the top of the 9th, and they take care of a big threat right there. He's 2 outs away. And to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Good Lord, Batista, can you hit your spot? Like, you're not throwing it anywhere near where I'm aiming it.
Runner at first with 2 away. And the batter now, Michael Massey. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Tying run at the plate. That one fouled off. 2-2. Bautista is just 1 strike away.
Come on, Felix.
The tying run at the plate. Good eye in that spot.
Oh,
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Smoked on the ground to second.
Holiday, Orioles win.
And the Orioles take the series opener here at home.
Well,
I believe that puts them back to 500, which means they'll lose a game or two.
Series, and there's just such a
this team likes to seem to hover around 500.
You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4 as the Orioles win this
Hunter
one.
Harvey
For
takes
Chris
a loss.
Singleton and
Charlie
our
Morton
entire
gets the
crew
win.
here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Jackson Holiday with the let's see. Let's take a whip around the league before I jump into the next game. And 16 through 32 games is not ideal, especially when the teams in your division keep winning. Good Lord, 16-0. Hey, the White Sox got to win. Yeah, Athletics beat the Marlins. One thing I'm amazed by is the amount of teams that are close and around 500. Like, you don't have a lot of teams that are several games over 500. Phillies 23-9. Of course, nowadays with the expanded wild card, if you're over 500, you got a chance to make the playoffs. Look at the Pirates. Look at the Pirates go. The poor Giants. My lord. Oh, I am going to play another game, but let's jump in. Not showing the power that I would like. Oh wait, Amos, you still here? Awards All-Star. Okay. You know, I was going to play a second game right now, but I will be back. Get everything saved.